Hey, I'm Angus. This is the Concept 2 Strength Erg, and this is my 1 week review. So we've been using this in the gym for about 1 week. I've had about 50 people on it, and they all say the same thing. They absolutely love it. They love that it's so easy, quick to use. I've had clients that are afraid to max out with weights, and they will max out this machine. They will push their hardest because it's a machine and it's kind of a digital screen here. When they're doing a chest press, they really go for it. Most people on the chest press are producing less numbers on this machine than they would on a bench press. And then you've got this select group of people that are actually pushing more on here, which shows that they could probably do more on a traditional bench press. So as a testing machine, this is phenomenal. As a sort of got use for all my clients, from my young super athletes to my older kind of 80 plus athletes, this has been super good. And when I say athletes, I mean clients. These people are all clients and they're all human beings and they're all trying to do their best in life, and they all want to age well, and they all want to age with a bit of strength and a bit of dignity, which this machine can definitely give a lot of people. So we are doing a leg press, a chest press, and a row. Those are the three main movements you can do in this machine. I'm sure there's loads of other stuff we can do on this to play about with, but those are the movements. We can also play about with a hand position, close grip, wide grip, that sort of thing. You can put on little handles on here, like the Kenzui handles. These are called the Kenzui Swizzies. These are the 45s. So you could put this on here on the handles to create a different handle for this low row. And look at that, that works beautifully and perfectly. So you can do stuff like that on the machine, and there's loads more. On the back here, I've put a little metal disc. So this is the back of the machine here. The seat is here. Put this little metal disc. This is from Rolling Square, this metal disc, which is for a mobile phone attachment. But because it's just metal, this is just a magnetic cup holder. This isn't metal. This metal isn't magnetic, but this is. So boom, now we've got a bottle holder on there, which is something I think the machine wants or needs. It's not precious. You can leave your water bottle on the ground, but I think that is super handy to put on. And then cosmetically, that doesn't do anything too crazy to the machine. We're at this side of the machine. This is the pressing handle. And I don't know if you can see that, but this aluminium and the knurling is absolutely beautiful. But within a week, it's got quite grubby. So you will need like a barbell cleaning thing, which that's a consideration to have when you order this machine. And if you're going to be using it with a lot of people, then a little scrubby sort of cleaning thing on there to get really into the knurling, because that knurling is beautiful, but it gets dirty fairly easily. 1 week of use, what are some pros and cons? So if you don't have cotton shorts, some people are finding this sit pad here quite slidey. One of the pros is it's a very easy machine to give a wipe down and to give a clean to. Nice smooth surfaces. This all wipes down. There's nothing grippy apart from these knurled handles can get a bit grubby, but the rest of it, the PM5 monitor, you'll get to learn to use in a few seconds. This warm-up rep thing can be a bit annoying. On your first set, it makes sense, but you need to do it on absolutely every set. I'm not quite sure why you need to do it on every set. It might be to do with the actual machine to get the spindle moving and to make sure everything's in the right place. You don't want to max out if that machine isn't spinning it in case something goes wrong with that. That would be my guess on it. They might change that in a future update. They might not, who knows. Taking this handle on and off, isn't too difficult. That knob can be quite tight for some people if someone very strong tightens it. That's a consideration. This locking mechanism here is a little bit wobbly and feels just a little bit cheap, but it works as it should. I mean, that locks down beautifully. There's a little side to side wobble with the machine, which just makes it feel a little bit cheap, even though you can put 1,500 pounds worth of force, which is like 680 kilos, and nobody's doing that except maybe a strongman. Maybe. This is wood, but it's like a multi-layered bit of wood, which will be super strong, but it just feels a bit off on this machine. It feels like they just couldn't find the perfect material. Everything else is plastic and metal, and then this bit of wood just seems a bit off. With the sticker on the back there, just seems a bit off, where all this is kind of like on quite nicely. All the logos, all this print is lovely, except that sticker just feels like a sticker on a piece of wood. Apart from that, the cost of the machine is obviously a downside. It is very expensive, but it will probably last you a lifetime. Concept 2 are absolutely brilliant on all their other machines with replacement parts. You can buy every single part as a replacement. I imagine this machine will be much and such the same. So if something breaks in this machine, you should be able to repair it yourself with minimal fuss. I like all the data collecting on the app. That's phenomenal. I think that's really cool. Really cool to see that over a period of time. It's going to be interesting to see this machine over years of use rather than just over a week of use. I think that's going to be interesting. It's on wheels, doesn't have a handle at the front, which I find quite annoying. So when you're coming around here, if there was just a little handle here to pick up rather than picking up the machine like that and moving it around, I just think there's plenty of space here for a little knurled handle. Of course. Also, when you are picking it up, just make sure that's locked down. If this is up when you're picking it up, that will roll down and smack off there. You don't want to do that, or you leave it down there when you're doing it. The damper's printed on this side, so when you're sitting here, you can look down and see what damper setting you're using, which is really useful. As my 1 week review, really cool. One of the big downsides is it's concentric only, which can be a downside or an upside depending on what you're wanting to get out of it. Concentric only will lead to less fatigue. It can be really good for building muscle, can be really good for projecting force. Really cool machine for testing client strength. For testing clients, you can get a client in and give them a full test on this machine. Obviously for older generation, this machine is ideal and perfect, but do not mistake the fact that super strong people on this machine have been really pleasantly surprised at how hard this machine is to really generate some power on it. And it really teaches you to power through the rep, which I think is really quite exciting for a lot of people. Anyway, that's my 2 cents. That's my 1 week review. We'll do more in depth. We'll have a look at it. I'll make a bunch of videos on the Strength Erg. So if this is something you're thinking about getting, or you have got and you're just not getting it maybe, or you don't know if it's for you, or you're just interested in strength training in general, hit like and subscribe. I'll check you in another video. Angus out. Hey, thanks for watching. If you want some more Concept 2 Strength Erg videos, click this one next.